Hey, welcome to the Seth Show, the most happening internet radio show in the county, with great tunes and good old humor. And now, here's DJ Seth, Keep It Sweet Wheat.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a brand new edition of the Seth Show right here on Spreaker.com. I'm yours truly, DJ Seth, Keep It Sweet Wheat, and this is episode 26 of Season 2. Sorry if I don't sound too enthused today. It's been a little bit of a hectic weekend, really, and I'll get into that in just a few minutes. In the meantime, I hope everyone else has had a good weekend this weekend. For one, I have tried to have a good weekend. Like I said, it's been hectic, so I'll get into that in a few minutes. Anyways, good evening. It is May 3rd, 2015, and it is 7:30 p.m. on this beautiful evening, as a matter of fact. The weather is actually supposed to be very, very nice and warm this week, so I'll get into the weather in just a little bit with that. There is no rain at all for this week, which is terrific on my part, anyways. Anyways, I don't normally, I do birthdays, and seeing as I don't have any birthdays for today, and I was going to do one of the birthdays for Tuesday, but for this week coming up is going to be a busy week for me, so I'm going to be ending up getting back on the air Tuesday night instead of Wednesday night. Just letting you guys know that ahead of time. So, of course, since I don't have any birthdays today, and I'm sure there are several anniversaries this weekend, so for anyone celebrating their anniversaries this weekend, here you go. Happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary.
For a cheerful toast and fill it.
Happy anniversary.
But be careful you don't spill it.
Happy anniversary. Whoa! Happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary.
All right!
Knock it off. Alrighty, there you go with the anniversaries. And like I said too, it's been a hectic weekend. And I say this for two reasons. One, I have a tribute to my Nana, my stepmom's mother, who just passed away Friday night. So it was a shock. It was a shock to me, and I think to the family it really wasn't much of a shock because we kind of expected it to happen. But for me, it was a shock because I didn't think she was going to be going so soon. So I have a song specifically for her coming up in a little bit. As a matter of fact, it was from one of her favorites that she likes, who are the Irish Tenors. And I have a specific song for her in honor of her. But that wasn't the only tragic news that I also had. As a matter of fact, just 3 hours ago, I found out that one of my friends from work had lost her husband from cancer. So, and I'm not gonna lie, I cried, but it wasn't because of it. It wasn't because of her husband passing away. It was because my heart went out to her because that was her husband. So, and I have a special tune in honor of him as well, seeing as he was also in the Army. So, and even though I have a song, Angel Flight, which is mainly pretty much about the Air Force, but still, the Air Force, the Navy, the Coast Guard, U.S. Coast Guard, all of them, they're the military, they're pretty much in the services, so it pretty much counts, regardless of whether it's the Air Force or the Army, whatever. The song still counts because it has to do with the services, so that will be coming up later on in a little bit, too. And also I have a brand new comedy clip, too, this evening, which is Jeff Dunham featuring Peanut. I'll get into that later on as well, but let's go ahead and get into some tunes to start off this evening. So I figured I'd start off with Shine Down, and one of my favorites here. Here is Shine Down with Second Chance.
eyes are open wide. By the way, I made it through the day. I watched the world outside. By the way, I'm leaving out today. I just saw Haley's comet your way. Said, why you always running in place? Even the man in the moon disappeared. Somewhere in the stratosphere. Tell my mother, tell my father. Somehow I'm still here to explain that the darkest hour never comes in the night. You can sleep with the gun when you gotta wake up, when you gotta wake up and fight. I created the sound of madness, wrote the book on pain. Somehow I'm still here to explain that the darkest hour never comes in the night. You can sleep with the gun when you gotta wake up and fight for yourself. When you gotta wake up and fight for yourself. When you gotta wake up and fight for yourself. When you gotta wake up and fight for yourself.
Alrighty, welcome back to the Seth Show right here on Spreaker.com. That was our double dose of Shinedown. That right there was Sound of Madness by Shinedown. And before that we had Shinedown once again with Second Chance. Now, like I said, this has been a hellacious weekend. It's, and I always have great weekends. I'm always laughing, carrying on. And, I was actually debating on whether I wanted to broadcast tonight or not after I got the news from my good friend at work losing her husband today. I was truly debating on whether I wanted to broadcast tonight, because that was a hard one too, because I only knew her husband through my dad, because her husband had been working with my dad in Farm Fresh for a while, so those two knew each other. That's how I knew him. So, and to hear about him passing away earlier, it was it was heartbreaking to me. Not, like I said, not because of the fact with him passing away. It was because of her. Her name is Marilyn Hooper. Her husband, his name was Otis Hooper. And Otis Hooper, which everybody called him Odie, was actually, of course, in the Army. So, like I said, I have a special tune in mind for him, as well, seeing it's only appropriate, seeing as I'm already doing a tribute to my Nana. Now, of course, for those of y'all who don't agree with any of this, I'm sorry. With the tributes to my Nana and to my good friend, this is on me. Okay, this isn't about y'all. This is on me. So I do apologize. Like I said, I'll be back on the air Tuesday night instead of Wednesday night, because Wednesday night is the visitation for my Nana, and Thursday is the funeral for her. So it's going to be a rough week, but we are slowly getting through this, very slowly. But it'll eventually work out. Everything always does work out. It's just, though it seems like a shocker, though, which to some of us shouldn't be a shocker because of the fact that she was in the hospital back in February, and we thought that was pretty much going to be the end of it right there.